Hey everybody, it's Taz. Welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One. I recently reviewed a style by Wille, brand new for February 2022. It's called Onda in their Modics collection, and I fell in love with that style. And so I got my second Onda in a couple of days ago here in the color Bahama Beige shaded. We're going to talk about the differences that I see between these two units of the same style. And we're going to break down this color. I have a lot to discuss coming up. I purchased the featured wig styles with my own funds from Wig Studio One. Down below in the description box, I'll go ahead and drop the product links in there so you can go out and take a look at the colors and pricing. These are not affiliate links. I do not earn any commission. However, I am an employee with Wig Studio One. In addition to coordinating my own YouTube channel, I also manage the Wig Studio One YouTube channel. There's just nothing out there like it on YouTube. There's just no better variety of face shapes, of colors and styles. There's an incredible database just waiting for you to take a look. I'll go ahead and post the links below. So having loved my very first Onda that I received, sitting back here in the cream blonde shaded, I went ahead and ordered a second piece in a color that I really wanted to try, which is the Bahama Beige shaded, which I'm wearing here. So now I'm in a better position to be able to point out some of the variances that I see between these two, also to kind of check out these new colors. I feel like some of these colors are also sort of reinvented or reimagined from older colors as well. So let's break down the Bahama Beige Rooted. So the base color is more of a medium honey blonde. And then that's also mixed in there with some lighter honey blonde. Now honey blonde is more neutral. And I always love a nice neutral color as a base. That way, whatever you do with the highlight is really going to steer the color. And that's the case here. So the highlight is a very, very pale ash blonde, almost an ash platinum. And that just really brightens up, lightens up and brightens up the whole look. So it cools it down a lot too, because when you add cool to neutral, it's kind of leaning cool at that point. Now the description describes some reddish highlights. It might just be there just to give a little bit of dimension, but it's definitely not obvious enough to kind of sort out just by looking at it at a glance. So you've got that medium golden brown root with a beautiful gradual transition into the base honey. And then all of this glistening pale ash blonde highlight makes a beautiful color. In my opinion, it is a neutral leaning cool, just because of all of that ash blonde highlight. So now I want to talk about some of the variances that I see. When you order a piece in a style and you absolutely adore it, it's just automatic. It's instinctual that you're going to have that same expectation with the next piece. And I find that there is quite a bit of variance here in this curl pattern, the amount of permatease, the amount of volume and density between these two. So if you remember in the original Onda review, I talked about this curl pattern and just how perfect it was. It was a combination of curls. So you have some looser kind of separated beach wave. And then underneath, there was a bit of a softer, rounder wave. It kind of gave that natural curly appearance. With this one here in the Bahama Beige, it's more round than it is this separated beachy wave. So you've got a soft, round curl. And what that does, it gives incredible volume to the bottom, because that soft, round curl starts about a little more than halfway down, but it kind of pools right there around chin level. And it creates a lot of volume right there at chin level. And that's different. This one did not have that effect. It was very, very manageable. The other thing is that it has a lot more density. There's a lot more hair. When I discovered the amount of hair that was actually on the sides, I can't deny it, I was disappointed. But I'm very resilient now as a veteran wig wearer because I know there's always things that I can do, right? I can't go in and change the curl pattern on this. You know, I can accentuate what is there, but I can't bring out something that just isn't there. But I can certainly use styling and do everything I can to make it my own, to customize it to my taste and preference. I would have preferred it to look just like this one. However, that's not going to happen. There is no way that I can make this one look like this one. You just can't. That was the same exact problem that I had with Girl Mono. My first one had this noodly separated texture curl. And then my second one, which was in the color Bernstein, had this soft, voluminous curl. Completely different. Gave me a completely different look. So that is the variance that I see definitely in the curl pattern. And the density. There's a lot more hair on the Bahama Beige shaded. The other thing is there's a lot more permatease on the Bahama Beige shaded. There's so much pillowy permatease throughout the back and on the sides here where there's very little, very, very manageable permatease on the cream blonde shaded. So if you saw my original review and rushed out to purchase the Onda because I said that there was, you know, just a moderate, nice amount of permatease, please note that that's one of the variances that I'm seeing here. See, I almost feel like I should have 3 or 4 pieces every time a new style comes out. That way I can be able to point out those variances to you right away. That's the nature of the beast when it comes to mass-produced wigs. Now, these are probably within a very tight variance of one another, just slightly more permatease, more density, you know, the curl pattern's a little bit different, but it's the same overall style. So there's only so much we can expect from mass-produced styles. It's not like piecing together some panties on an assembly line. There's a lot of moving parts when it comes to wigs. And even though I feel like they probably do their best with quality control in that, you know, some of this stuff is really going to be more obvious to us than to an inspector that's, you know, maybe inspecting hundreds of pieces every single day. So that's what I am seeing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a side-by-side of these two styles, just so that I can demonstrate to you the differences in the curl pattern, in the density, and in the amount of permatease. Now, another thing here is that it appears, and I'll know for sure when I look at the side-by-sides, but it feels like this Bahama Beige is longer compared to this. And it could be because this is curlier with less hair, like less fiber. But this Bahama Beige does feel longer. I absolutely adore it though with the turtleneck. But it's pools right there at the bottom. So I will, in the styling segment too, I'm going to show you how I wore this out. I actually put it on to go meet my mom and take her grocery shopping. And I'll show you how I wore it, just because I wasn't quite a fan of this pooling big volume at the bottom. I kind of like something more slender through here, but it was actually pretty cute. So I'll try to reproduce that. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you again soon at TAZS Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1. So like I said, this one just had so much volume, so much more volume at the bottom than I was expecting. So I used a series of clips just to kind of take the volume away from the sides a little bit, and it really turned out cute. I really enjoyed the way it looked from the front with all of these soft, curly, more tendrily looking pieces. So let's take a look. Let's see if I can reproduce that. And the camera is no substitute for a mirror, but you can see that the effect was really kind of cute. So it gave me some softer volume at the crown. It kind of looked like a little partial updo or something. I'm not sure if I was able to recreate it just right or not. But I think you know the spirit of what I was going for here, right?